been about a week since the last dream I had, and the last dream I had was a complete and total nightmare. I don't even know. Wake up, B, wake up, wake up. Okay. So to start, last night, I swear I dreamt someone else's life through my eyes with a twist of imagination, if that makes any sense at all. I had a dream. It was basically, I feel like it was based in, maybe because I just started watching the show Sense8, and he is in, oh my gosh, where was it? I don't remember if it was Africa, because she was like, oh yeah, Africa, and he was like, no, Nigeria, something. I don't know, but it was something similar along the lines of like the Philippines vibe. That's all that comes to my head, is like a Philippine vibe. So that's where it was based. And in my dream, I was like dreaming through this other girl's eyes. I want to say she was a girl. She was probably like 16, maybe not even. And it was like super hot outside, hot where like you were walking and you couldn't even breathe type shit. Like you're just like, oh my God. And she's just walking around downtown. She said she was going to go visit her friends, I guess. So she's walking around downtown and trying to make her way across town to go to her friend's like neighborhood kind of thing. So she ends up walking to this like neighborhood, a few apartment complexes that were obviously like run down, but that people obviously still lived in them. 2 of them were vacant, like nobody was in them at all. One of them was like jam-packed, and when you walked over there, the entire area was flooded with like not 3 feet, maybe about 3 feet of water, and everyone was enjoying it. Everybody's outside playing in the water. You're walking around. Instantly, when I reached the water with my feet, I felt like a nice cooled sensation come over my body, like, oh, cold. And so like my body kept walking into the water, and it was just like this nice feeling where you're just like, oh yes, kind of thing. I'm sorry if you guys see me like itching and shit. Like, we've already established this. My allergies are super, 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 super bad when I first wake up. That, guys, I had to take my allergy pill. I'm like wicked itchy, and I don't want y'all to think that I'm like withdrawing or some shit. I almost just completely missed my mouth. Great. So, like, there had been no words said or anything yet. Like, it's basically this girl just walking around town. And finally she gets to, like, one of her friends. And they're talking in some kind of language. I don't really know what's being said. And 2 other friends are coming up, like, walking past them, but on the other side of the road. And one of them, like, they were like joking around. Like, it was 2 guys, and they were like joking around, and one of them took the newspaper that he got and tried to throw it at us. And when he threw it at us, this thing had weight, okay? He kind of threw it like a frisbee, and I literally went up like this, and I caught it immediately. Like, I caught it super fast, and everybody was just like, damn, what the fuck? And I just like laughed it off, and I was like, good try. I caught it. And then I looked down at the newspaper, and I'm like trying to read the paper, and at this very moment right now, I don't remember the title of the newspaper, but I think it was something like, where is one, or where is it? And then it was like a small rectangular picture of something white in the middle. And then like the article was all like, everything else was all just lettering. And then I like looked up, and they made their way across the street or whatever, and I was like, here, you want your paper back? And he's like, I don't know how you caught that or whatever, but that was crazy or something. But like we tried to speak English so other people can't really understand us, but it's hard because like they all had thick accents, so I don't know what language they spoke, but this is what was happening. So, you know, I had these 3 close friends. We're all hanging out, chilling. We walk through the water again to cool off. The 2 guys end up staying back because they have to make money and go work or whatever. And me and my other friend were like, oh, okay, well, I'll catch you next time, da da da. I don't even know if it was a girl. I don't even know if it's a guy. I don't recall the language being spoken. Like, I'm literally making up what I think they were saying. So that person left, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go walk back downtown and go home, I guess. So I'm walking back through downtown, and some areas of downtown is like a bad area, like areas you don't want to walk through or go through, because obviously there's like just bad people around there. So I'm like debating. I'm like, do I want to take a shortcut through this one street right here to get home faster, or do I want to take the long way around like I did this morning? And I was debating it for a little while. And finally I was like, all right, I'll just go through it, whatever. Me thinking I'm a big badass, right? So I go through the street. Luckily, I had thought there was nobody in the street. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I made it out. Across the street to the other side. And I'm like minding my own business. And then I hear like talking behind me. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And like somehow I caught the reflection of people behind me. I think it was in a car. Like the car mirror or a car reflection, something like that. And I like look and I see 3 guys like dressed like really, really like raggedy. And I was like, oh shit. Like the character or the person I was playing in my dream knew instantly exactly who they were. And the gut feeling was like, bitch, you better run. Like, get the fuck out of there. Run. So I was just like, oh shit. So I start hauling ass. They start hauling ass behind me. And for some odd reason, wind starts picking up. Like, it gets super windy out of nowhere. And I was wearing like just a regular shirt with shorts and a cardigan for some reason. Bitch, where the fuck did this cardigan come from? I don't know. Couldn't tell ya. So I'm like running, and then like the wind keeps blowing me back because I have this cardigan on. And finally I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna fly. What, bitch? I said, fuck this. I'm gonna fly. Okay. So my person crouches down, tries to catch the air underneath the cardigan, and goes like this a couple times with the cardigan. And I catch the air good enough that I'm literally started flying about 3 feet above the ground. And then I look behind me to see the other guys still chasing me, and they could fly. And I was like, what the fuck? Of course they could fly. Like, what else? I'm like flying through these neighborhoods, trying to get away from these guys. And then I go like this to like power up and like super fly fast. And I did it a few times. And there was like people that were like, oh my God, look, she's flying, kind of thing. Like, whoa, huh? What? That's possible? What? You know, like whatever. And I'm still flying, and I hear these guys talking behind me. I don't have any idea what they're saying. Again, it was in a completely different language, but I knew their intentions were bad. So I find like this little new construction area that they're building new houses in. So I fly through there, fly through a couple of windows, go around, twist around, and then I hide in one of the houses. And as I'm hiding in one of the houses, this old other woman, she was a bigger woman, she was heavy set, she was black for sure. She had her cute little hair wrapped up. Her hair wrap was navy blue with like white daisies on it. She had like a dark orange, like burnt orange top with like a dark blue skirt. And she goes, child, if you need to hide, that's okay. Like, I won't say anything. And I was just like, oh, thank you. So like I'm like hiding, and I can hear these guys like trying to find me, and they're asking people that are on a construction site, like, where is this person? Did you see her? She stole from us, or some dumb shit or whatever. I don't know, but basically you can hear that they're looking for us. And they get to a woman, and I don't know who this woman is, but it was another woman, and she was lighter skinned. And she's like, I don't know. I haven't been outside. I don't know. Like basically like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. I didn't see shit. And then they start getting cocky and starting like almost beaten on her. And I was like, oh no, we are not doing that. So like, get this, all right? Let's go. Let's go, brain. So I like sit down in this house that I'm in. And I fold my legs, meditate position. Excuse Roscoe. Stop it. Excuse Roscoe. He's licking his balls. Stop. So in my dream, I literally crisscross applesauce, close my eyes, and I'm literally phasing. Well, not phasing, because my whole body didn't leave. So I'm like creating this second version of me that nobody can see. And I like float that version into the house that these people were trying to beat this woman up. And I started like whooping their asses. Again, Sense8 reference. I started like whooping their asses or whatever. They couldn't see me, but like it was like confusing because they were like, what the hell? Like, how's this lady beating us up? Or like, it was just a very confusing situation. So I'm trying to explain it the best that I can. And I'm like in there or whatever, trying to like fight them off so they could stop hitting her. Like, I wasn't fighting, but every time they came to hit her, I blocked it. All right, that's kind of like how I can best explain it. And one of them was like, "Ah, she's here. Like, she's here. Like, I'm here. Like, I was there protecting this woman." And they were like, "So you do?" They basically were like questioning her, and they were like, "You do know her if she's here trying to protect you. You're giving us bullshit ass answers. Don't be fucking fronting." She's like, "I have no idea who the fuck you're talking about. Like, can you please get the fuck out of my house?" type thing. And then they started like trying to really beat on her at this point. And I was like, yeah, that's not happening. So I still had like my little psychic self inside the home with her to hear everything, see everything, kind of try to protect her. While my main body that was sitting, I managed to make it crawl to the house that I was in. Now, this is where it gets confusing. Just bear with me. Somehow, my body makes it to this house that they're in. Picture like a hut. No, not a hut. Picture like a shack with a straw roof on it. Okay, just let's go with that. So this is how like the home that she was in was like that. It was a lot bigger than just a shack, but that's how you can picture it. And when I went over, I was crawling on the neighbor's roof, and I like pushed the straw hut back a little bit, and I saw the guys arguing with her, circling her, cornering her, and I was like, oh no, this shit is not about to happen. You're fucking pissing me off. So I waited until the woman was like in the furthest corner of her house, and the guys were like coming up to her. But as they were coming up to her, one of them stood here and the other two were like here, and they were like all talking to each other. And I was like, oh, this is my chance. I took a fucking, like, a stone. I'm trying to, like, picture, like, the size of this stone. Like a 12-foot shoe stone, okay? I took it, apparently I took it up on the roof with me. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but I did. Took the stone with me. And then I fucking threw it. And when I threw it, this kid, all I hear is like, it hits him and he goes forward and all you hear is, and I was just like, yeah, that's what you get. And the other two look up and they're like, like trying to cuss me out kind of thing. And then I take out like another, like, I don't know what I did. I don't know if I took out another rock or if I like made a face or something, and they started to run around outside to come like chase me kind of thing. But I told the other woman, I said, I apologize. Please be protected. She was like, oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like begging, whatever. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I like ran off, or yeah, I started to like fly away, and the other two guys ran the opposite, like complete opposite way. Like they weren't trying to chase me. They were like very confused, like what the fuck just happened? Our friend just died before our eyes and we didn't do shit. Like, we weren't paying attention. Like, what the fuck? And I'm over here like, bitch, I just fucking murdered somebody in my dream. What? What? Like, somebody explain what the fuck just happened. First of all, I could fly. Second of all, I have telepathic, I guess, powers. I don't know. And I fucking killed somebody to protect an innocent woman. What? I don't know, you guys. Like, I also didn't feel like I was me in my dream. That's why I was like, I don't know if I was a 16-year-old girl or if I was a guy or whatever, because, like, I don't know, because it wasn't me. I was just playing a character in my dream. So I woke up this morning very confused because I was like, okay, so I definitely have, like, these abilities where I can catch shit that's flying through the air and, like, manipulate shit. I can definitely fly because I flew for, like, 2 miles in my dream. I can definitely create another version of myself that's invisible to drop in on conversations and hear and see and feel and do shit. Meanwhile, while that's happening, I can still move my body who's moving my my psychic body. Like, what? Like, what? I don't understand. But that was my dream last night, you guys. It was very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, vivid, detailed. I saw a lot of, like, what the city looks like, the city sidewalk, the streets, the buildings. The only thing that I can't really reference is, like, the 3 guys. Like, I can remember what they were dressed like, but their faces, no recollection. The friends that I met up with, no faces either. The only face that I saw was the black woman that said, if you need to hide here, don't worry, child. She was the only face that I saw, and then the other woman that I was protecting, I also saw her face. Both of them, I don't think I've ever seen before, so there's that. The houses that were being built for construction, also never seen anything like that. It was very, very architectural. Like, one of the houses was built into a really cool triangle kind of thing. I don't know, you guys. Like, what is my dream doing? What is it on? I swear I dreamt, like, I went to bed and I woke up living someone else's life. I just don't know how to explain the flying part of it. Like, maybe I was in a car speeding away, or I was on a scooter speeding away, or maybe I took a zip line to get to the other side of town. Like, the flying part is the only thing I really can't explain. Everything else a human could do. A human could throw a rock at someone. Oh, wait, but a human can't phase through a fucking house and protect a woman. So, I don't know. But that was my dream last night, you guys. So, I hope that was very interesting for you. I'm trying to get better at telling these stories and... I'm trying to get better at telling my dreams in a story format because it's very hard sometimes to describe half of the dreams that I do have or certain parts of the dream. I do my best. So I hope you guys had a good one. Catch me in the next video. Today is December 2nd. I don't think I said that in the beginning of this video, but we put it down in the subtitle anyway. So make sure you guys like, make sure you subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've ever dreamt like you're living someone else's life, because that is very interesting to me. It has happened to me a few times. I don't even know when this episode is going to pop up, because we are technically in December 2nd, and I'm pretty sure this dream is not going to be up until February or April. Maybe even further than that, because I have so many dreams. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.